Oh, what's up? Oh, what's up?
Yo, what up? It's Maja back here with another video. And we back with another Tazi video, and this video is titled "This Comedian Continues to Destroy His Career with Questionable Giveaways." Nigga, nothing ever comes from nothing ever good comes from giveaways unless the person's legit and you know that they're truthful. But let's get into the video.
The intern podcaster just got exposed for running car giveaways that seem less than legit.
They verify the winners.
If there's any connection to you, they're just...
So nobody in here can win. If someone went to high school with me, middle school, nothing. So you have to have no connection to me. So they go through, they say 10 business days.
And this has actually been a theory on his subreddit for a while, that it wasn't until someone caught the most recent gifted truck for sale in a different state from where the winner won it in. That's when a lot of people started going, wait a second, is this only just a ploy to sell more merch and it's not even a real giveaway? That's the main question floating around.
Brendan Schaub did a truck giveaway, and remember the winner was a pastor who just so happened to live in Texas, because lo and behold, that very truck is now up for sale in Florida.
Okay, so that is interesting, but the guy we're talking about today is Brendan Schaub. He used to be a professional MMA fighter, but has since pivoted to comedy and podcasting with the help of his friend Joe Rogan. So as of right now, he's a 42-year-old comedic podcaster who hosts multiple shows with other comedians.
I remember hearing about this dude. They said his comedy was not that good. I remember watching a Jamari video. I think Jamari hate this nigga, but they said he basically transitioning, like he said, he basically transitioned from an MMA fighter to an unfunny comedian. He was basically just not that funny, and just got hyped up by Joe Rogan for some reason.
Buddies, and he's currently being exposed for allegedly running a giveaway scam for his truck, but possibly even other cars in the past. And while Brendan is often on the receiving end of internet criticism, it usually is just for, like, you know, just being cringe or failing at various endeavors. But this time, things are a little bit different. So people are now wondering if there might potentially be a case for some kind of giveaway fraud here, if you consider the main way to gain entries to his giveaways was to buy his merch. Now, of course, you can mail up to 10 postcards by hand and get 10 free entries, but
I'm sorry, that even seems like a scam. When something seems fishy or like kind of too much work just for to enter a giveaway, I'm out. I'm not about to just sit there and just get scammed and just do somebody else's dirty work and just get bribed somehow.
most people aren't doing that. And this style of giveaway is fairly common, especially within the automotive creator space. And we've even covered some of them before. And while Brandon has come out on Instagram to try to dispel some of the rumors that he had no acknowledgement or the involvement in the sale of the truck, lots of people simply just aren't buying it. Because even though he relocated to Austin, Texas to follow Joe Rogan, a lot of people are saying that things aren't really going to his plan over there. But first, like, how do we even get here? So how do he go from a college athlete to podcaster potentially running giveaway scams on Instagram? Well, before Brandon stepped in front of a mic, he was, as I said, mostly an athlete. Specifically, he competed in sports that had a whole lot of head trauma. This also earned him the online nickname as CTE Schaub because he kept mispronouncing and adding words. Watch me mispronounce what the And this also landed him the nickname CTE Schaub because of how he mispronounces words all the time.
It's a mass production. What's coming out? That was an M. Night Shyamalan movie? Yeah, Shyamalan movie. John Elway lives and breathes in Denver, Colorado. Owns car dealerships, won Super Bowls.
Okay, he won.
You know, it's kind of fucked up. But, like, I'll be mispronouncing words all the time. But, shit, MMA backgrounds are always bad. I mean, I get people fighting them to make money and that was their passion, but like the defects coming out of MMA ain't no good.
So over the years, he had a few podcasts with the people I just mentioned earlier, and while he was doing all of this, Brendan also decided he was going to start a career in stand-up comedy, which is definitely not the easiest thing to do as a career. But despite that, he delivered 2 comedy specials titled You'd Be Surprised and The Gringo Poppy, which I guess is just an entire special talking about him marrying a Mexican woman.
I moved in a house in LA. Whenever you move in a new house, it's always weird, but it's even weirder in the middle of a pandemic. So we moved in a new house. My girl goes, why don't you just go over and introduce yourself, right? I'll bake some Mexican cookies, and you go over there. I'm like, what the fuck's a Mexican cookie? What are you talking about? It's like a chocolate chip with salsa all over it. What are you talking about? What are you...
This nigga's getting booed at his own special, my nigga. Uh, like I think this is the fucking video special that Jamari was talking about. This nigga was actually ass. You dedicate a whole fucking special to talking about one general topic, and that's pretty much it. But I know a lot of comedians do that, but they do it funnier and they know how to do it because they've been doing it for years and they know how to get to the chops.
Yeah, unfortunately, they weren't received too well. So I guess once again, Brendan threw in the towel. Now, back to his podcast, The Fighter and the Kid. The audience are quite loyal. Not all of them are what you would consider to be supporters, though. So apparently they found this truck for sale just days after they posted it to the Fighter and the Kid subreddit. And they've been speculating about this truck and other giveaways on there for months, even years. Because as I stated previously, he was doing these like truck giveaways or car giveaways where if you bought something from his merch store, you got tickets to enter a giveaway. So like the whole merch pitch was, hey, buy my merch and you may win a free truck. Now, a whole lot of people on the internet are questioning, is he actually giving away these cars? Because people essentially think that Brendan has been running these scam giveaways for cars to make money off of the merch sales that it would generate. But since a lot of these promo videos weren't generating more than a few thousand views, it wouldn't be far-fetched to assume that not too many people are buying the merch and entering. Now that's the problem if you're gonna go put, I don't know, like 100 grand into a truck and you're trying to sell it, like you need to make at least 100 grand in profit off of your merch sales to make that truck profitable to give away. Because from what I can tell, Brendan doesn't have the FU money where he can just give away trucks from the goodness of his heart without turning any sort of profit. Who knows? Maybe he does, but
And people should have kind of looked at that and knowing that he's a failed comedian, failed UFC fighter. I mean, I know you can really pocket watch, but you can just watch something and kind of see how shit's going and realizing shit's a scam.
doesn't seem super likely. So because of that, it wouldn't be super far-fetched to believe that he might be very underwater on buying that expensive truck to give away, and then, you know, he's trying to sell merch, but if you don't make a profit over 100 grand, that truck's not profitable. But I mean, if he flips the truck, he can make a little bag. So then he gets the merch sales and then whatever profit from selling the truck. And again, this is actually if this is happening. We're just going off of the community speculations here. But unfortunately for Brendan, he's known for being a little bit of a guy who cried wolf. He's also been caught bending the truth and contradicting himself often. So unfortunately, it's not too hard for people to think that he could be acting slightly shady in a situation like this. Because there's like straight up multiple Brendan Schaub line complications on YouTube. So that doesn't really help his reputation here. So the claim is though, that every time Brendan runs one of these giveaways, the winner is just someone suspiciously close to him, with people going as far as saying that, hey, he followed one of them on Instagram before he even won, and that he hung out in the same circles as the winners.
Seems too intertwined to be a valid winner of a contest. If you buy a piece of merch, you're entered to win this contest. So go get yourself some Thick Boy merch and maybe you'll win a $200,000 car. The theory among Schaub enthusiasts, the merch isn't moving. Because Brendan's not making any money on these contests, he can't afford to give the trucks away, so he's giving them to his buddies so that he doesn't have to really part with all this cash and the expense of the truck and everything like that.
Okay, I don't know about the legitimacy of these claims, but I still feel like it's relevant to the story. But now, the most recent car Brendan gave away is to a pastor by the name of Blake in Texas. And that truck just popped up for sale in West Palm Beach, Florida. And this was all confirmed by the Drive Fast All Gas decal on the back windshield, which is Brendan's car page. But what also set off the internet sleuths is that Brendan's manager, Lex McComan, lives in West Palm Beach. So there's a lot of coincidences here to not ask questions. Like, why?
If you're gonna do all of this whole giveaway scam shit, at least try to make the scam legit, my nigga. Or make make it look legit by giving it away to somebody in another fucking state. Like, you give away the truck to somebody in the same state that looks like it's close, and fans are kind of like discussing shit and realizing shit that they're not stupid and they're catching on to shit. That's what always happens. You always get caught slipping up.
Why would the pastor immediately sell the truck right after getting it in West Palm Beach, Florida, from allegedly the same spot that Brendan got the truck from to begin with? Because remember, the pastor lives in Texas, so that's interesting. And a whole bunch of people are speculating that Brandon struck up a deal with this guy and selected him as a winner, knowing full well that he would return the car to the custom shop to sell it. That wouldn't be very pastor-like, though. I don't know, it just seems so weird. Like, why would they, okay, dude won it in Texas, and then immediately the car comes back up for sale in the place where they got it from. But I guess never underestimate the power of some internet sleuths, because they'll find everything. So Brendan immediately spoke out on his Instagram saying the winner was apparently not happy with his truck and turned around and sold it the next day. Hey, I mean, I love V8s, but getting more badass V8s on the road, I wouldn't really say it's like a noble cause. But also, painting this dude as the bad guy who sold it to make a quick buck makes Brendan kind of look like he's completely innocent. And
Nigga, I'm not gonna lie. If I want a truck, I'm not gonna immediately sell it just because I'm not happy with the car. I'm happy with any car, but hey, who knows? Nigga, a lot of niggas and a lot of people are just different and will do the most retarded shit, but that's still way too fishy.
had no idea. But the fact is, it ended up for sale in the city that his manager lives in, and not some random spot in Texas, which again adds to the questions. Like, I see a lot of people pointing out that Brendan claimed the guy sold it the next day, but it only went up for sale just recently. Like, the next day would have been like a month before it actually went up for sale. But who knows? Maybe it could be explained as he sold it to a Texas dealer and the Texas dealer sold it to that same specific dealer in Florida. Who knows though? It's not impossible, but there's definitely some coincidences no matter how you look at it. But that's the last time any real evidences came out, and now it's mostly just commentary channels just talking about the situation. And there's also a bunch of people on Reddit calling for this out to be reported as giveaway fraud and have it investigated, and finding other influencers who do similar giveaways. Like I mentioned before, this is very popular in the automotive space. What I did find funny though is that Alex Jones is also doing giveaways like this, and I'm not saying not giving away the
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of these fans need to stop falling for these weird giveaways if they know some shit's like not legit, bro. Cause you can tell shit's not legit by, looking at the person. But I can tell this shit is not legit because he failed at every avenue, and I could tell it's like some sort of scam. I look at YouTube videos all the time and I see examples of them doing scams. And basically, nigga, oh my god, like I feel like and think he's just stupid. You can't just be that dumb and just do your whole little giveaway and give it away to the guy in the same city, and he sells it the next day. That doesn't seem right. How could you decide in one day that you don't want a truck? You barely even probably like test drove that shit all day. But hey, you never know what be going on in these scamming ass streets, bro. All I know is I'm not selling no truck. But hey, I'll catch you guys in the next video. And if you like that, leave a like and subscribe. We on the road to 250.